Hello. Hello guys. I'm waiting for you all. This is my first stream. Okay, let's start. And let me start the project. Okay. Today we are going to create an CRUD application with Hive as a local database. Okay. Let me start. Let me wait for the guys, but up to that I can start here. These folders are not required for now. I'm deleting those. Okay, let me import some packages. We are going to use riverpod as state management and hive as a local database. This will be simple CRUD application. Am I audible, guys? CRUD application with hive. Yes. We are adding flutter hooks too. Okay, we'll discuss about that. Second, hooks riverpod. Then hive. Hive flutter. I think I only need a hive flutter. Let me check. Now build runner. Let me check the package. hive generator, right? And we need a build runner too, right? Build runner or something. There is a one package. I'm missing that package. Let me find, guys. Okay. Where is this package, guys? Where is the build runner? Okay, let me try. Let me try to run this, debug this application. Guys, chat here. Okay, I'm reading your chats, so I can interact with you. I think there is a one guy with me. Yeah, it is created. Now what I will do, I will remove all this code and wait, I will remove this all my home page and this. Okay, one folder UI and new folder home. I'm creating one application, CRUD application with local database. I'm using hive as a local database package. Okay, and using riverpod as a state management. Guys, share this video to all your friends. Yeah, what we will do, we will use simple material 3 theme here. Use material 3 true and scheme is okay. Now this is home page and title will be items. Okay, and here we will create one floating action button. I have covered one CRUD application with Firebase, but today we are doing with Hive local database. Okay, and here it will be extended label item. Here simple list view will be there. Let me config riverpod. I have to wrap this my app with provider scope. Okay, now let's create one new folder as a core and one more folder models, and now item dot class item okay, final string here title, and another property will be description. Here we are creating immutable class. Okay, mutable means we have to remove this final keyword here, because we can mutable means those class means instance we can update it directly once we created. Immutable means we can't update the properties directly. Okay, we can't set the properties, so we can go with mutable now. And what I will do, I will create a constructor of it. This is named constructor. Now what I can do here, I can give some empty values too while creating of its instance. First there will be some empty values of it. Here hive hive object, hive type. Okay, hive type ID will be 1 and hive field 0, hive field 1. Now we have to part of item.g.dart here. Let me try to generate that object code flutter pub run build runner or something. Let me check the code. There is a missing flutter build runner package. I don't know why this is happened. Let me find that code. I couldn't remember it. I need to generate adapter of item. This is the command. Flutter pub run build runner build. Hello guys, chat here. I am waiting for your chats. There is a section called live chat. You can chat here, we can discuss. Okay, here it is. Item adapter gets created. Guys, new joiners, I want to tell you that I am planning daily live stream on Flutter. We will explore different concept functionalities together. This is the first live stream and I am expecting interactive discussion with you all. Today we are building CRUD application with local database and we are using Hive as a database. Okay, this is NoSQL database provided Flutter, one of the package there with Hive. Hive provides NoSQL database and we are using that. Okay, let's start. Let me register Hive package, Hive adapter, Hive init. No, there is no need any pass like that. Let me check Hive documentation. We can follow Hive documentation, no need to. Quick start. Where is the Hive dot register adapters and here item adapter. Okay, let me import it. And what I will do, I will create one provider, items box provider. Okay, let me create one folder here with name of providers. here item box provider. Daily 10 p.m. IST. Is this wrong time? Yes, as per India, I started now. Daily 10 p.m. Indian time. I am live, Raja Yogan sir. Okay, let me create item box provider. It will be future provider. Okay, future provider, and here hive. Let me import hive. 1 minute, guys. Yes, open box, close it. What it will do, it will open a box and return that box to me. Okay, open box is a future method, so we need to wait for that, and we can give return here future function. We can return future function in future provider. Okay, and it will return the box, and we can add the items and delete. We can do CRUD operations with that box here. Okay, let me give adapter here, item. It will return items. Here it will be box of item, and there will be second provider with name of items provider. Okay, it will gives list of items. But here first we need to wait until that box load. So what we will do, let's wait until load that box. So what we'll do, we'll create wait for that. Here is async, and I'm waiting for that tab. Okay, I'm using GitHub Copilot. This is AI tool, and it will learn from me and helps me to generate the code. Okay, I'm here final box equal to await rep.watch, and what I am doing here, I am watching that item box provider, but future means it will execute that function first and return that box value here. It means this item box provider load and then return the box to me, means it will work like future function, like open box, like it will work like hive open box, like this. But whenever we refresh the items provider, it will load again and again, it will open again and again. We don't want that. That's why we have created separate future provider for that. So once it's load, first time it will load that box and keep the instance of it, and second time it will not take any time to load again because it already loaded first time. Okay, later we are using to load to get items from it. So it is a box of items, okay, and it is box of values to list. Okay, it means it will use list of items and iterable item of, and then I converted to list. Here it will be list of items. Here are two future providers, one is item box provider, another is items provider. Okay, so let me will discuss in detail about it. Let me load it. We can watch those providers using consumer widget. Consumer widget provide widget rep. So what I can do here, rep.watch items provider. Then when there is a method, it provides, it gives an async value, and there are some methods like when there is a data, means items, I will show list view of it here, error or stack trace. Then I will show error at the center, and when there is a loading, I will show loading at the center. Something error is there, we will check that. We have to initialize the hive, right? We have to initialize the hive. Let me initialize it. Okay, hive init flutter. What I can do, I can init here async. Let me try again. Yeah, there is no any error, and let me format it. Yeah, guys, I am waiting for your chats. Okay, I will read your chats. It will be good for conversion, so I can interact with you. I want to talk to you. So let me refresh again. It is so too much fast, that's why it is not showing loading indicator at the center. Let me wrap with container once and let me check there is something splash or not. Color, and color will be red, and let me check that it is coming or not. Yeah, it is coming, but it is too much fast, right? So that's why, but we are safe here because it will load. It will load until open that box. It will not load to read those items because once the box we have, it will not take time to load the items because it is not a future. Here it provide direct values list of items, but we need to open that box initially first time only. So that's why we are using future provider here, unless we can use provider too, but we need to load all the boxes at this splash screen, but we don't have splash screen currently. That's why we are loading item box provider here. What it will do, it will load the item box first time, and whenever we refresh items provider again and again, it will not load again because it already loaded. It has a box of items, so it will not wait for that. Okay, but it is like future provider but not work as future. I think I will explain you detail. Now let me create a simple card here, item.title. What I did here, I'm using list view here, and I'm mapping those items and returning a list style, and as a title I'm in a text I'm showing a title of it, and as a subtitle I'm showing description of it. So there are no any items, that's why it not showing any items here. We'll create one more provider with the name of write item view model. Write item notifier provider also. We can create notifier or view model provider. So now normally I do view model provider, okay, because it indicates MUEM architecture. That's why view model. It is lengthy, but we need to write that name, and I normally use chain notifier for creating or editing the items or any models. So write item view model, okay, extends change notifier provider. What is it? I couldn't understand it. AI doing wrong work. Okay, here I have created one write item view model class, and let me initialize the empty item here. Item and item. Here instance gets created, but initially it will be with empty values. So what I will do, I will extend with hive object because it will help to remove delete item. It will give some additional methods here with name of delete, save and all things. So that's why. Now let me create one bottom sheet for that. Guys, I am waiting for your chats. Okay. widgets, write item sheet. Why I am using write here? Because write means we can create or edit both, right? We are using single code to create and edit. That's why I am using write as a word. Let me import material and creating one.
Name of delete, save and all.
Yeah, I am audible. Guys, I am waiting for your chats. So suggest any topic and functionalities you want to explore, and we'll explore in further streams. Write item sheet. It will return simple column and some text form fields will be here. Let me show it. Show model bottom sheet. Let me import it. Yeah, it is, but I have to update is scroll controller true. What it will do, it will make much more flexible. I don't know what is meaning, like is scroll controller means, but it will make flexible. And here we can make minimum axis, main axis as a minimum, so it will show only text field here, and reduce minimum, it will be flexible here. So let me give some padding and wrap with shape area. So it is in shape area. Let me give padding. It has a padding, but I want outline text field here. So what I can do, decoration, input decoration, border, outline input border. But what I can do, I can give this border in theme, so it will apply to all the text fields. Input decoration theme, input decoration theme. So here it is. Okay, I give radius of 8. Yeah, I created this. Okay, it is fine, we can go with that. And what I can do, I can give a label text here as a title, but it is too much small, so that's why our form will be small. That's why we can give separate text here. So I'm giving as a title as top of the text field, and cross axis alignment will be start, Now height will be 16, no, height will be 8, and let me increase the size of font size of item. But normally as a theming, I do text theme from theme which gives Flutter. That's for that first I create a theme. This will be theme.op context, then style means I get text theme from theme, so it is a text theme which Flutter provides, and we can customize it in theme also. And what I do here, I will create style dot title large, or title will be too much large, title medium, we can go with title medium. Okay, Flutter already gives different styles with different like title medium, title large, headline medium, body large. There are already predefined styles are there, we can use that, we can customize that. If we want to go with theming, and we can use directly, and we can customize too, we can customize. Okay, so what we will do, I will give one a big title that create item or edit item like that. Let me height 16 will be here, and yeah, it is right item, but I will give create item here because right item will be not good. Okay, and now consider that I want to add increase the font size of headline 6, but I don't want to use headline, your large headline. This is a new naming as per the 2021, right? So headline 6, headline 5, these are old names of styles, and I want to go with new names. Headline small will be here. Okay, and here what I will do, guys, I'm waiting for your chats. There are 3 guys with me. Okay, let me customize the text theme. Here I don't want to customize title medium, I want to customize headline small, but there is already font size 24, so we don't need to edit that. I'm just increasing the font weight of it. I'm giving font weight as a bold, and just it will edit. Okay, it will apply all over the application, but this method has some limitations. It is fine, we can go with now, but in future we will do some other methods of editing text theme. There are some advantages of it, it has some limitations, we will see in future. This is fine. What I will do now, I will give some shape to it, rounded rectangular border radius, no, only and toplet and top right 16 will be there. Now you can see it has some border radius at the corner. Now here it will be in like title title and here it will be a, let me copy this. Here this will be description. Yeah, and at the end there will be one button. What I can do here, I need a material button here first of all, so let's change it to material button, and color will be, I want colors from color scheme. That's why what I will do here, I will create a scheme and get color scheme from the theme, and let me give scheme dot primary container. Okay, and text color will be scheme dot on primary container. So whatever will be on primary container, texts or icons, we can give on primary container color to that. But now I want to stretch button here. What I can do here, I can do cross axis alignment dot stretch. So what it will do, it will stretch the buttons, and some normal buttons, all the widgets will be left which don't have any ability to extend, but button has the ability to extend, and it will extend, take advantage of stretch the column. Now save. Okay, this is done. Now we need to fix keyboard which we normally face while development. This, let me show you guys. This is keyboard hides the sheet, so we want floating model bottom sheet, and what we can do for that, let me copy with it. Okay, and bottom I have to give some extra padding, and I can get this padding from media query dot op context hue insets. What hue insets gives that whenever some keyboard or something system keyboard pop-ups or something, we can get some those sizes of, so we will normally use to come shape area out of the keyboard. Okay, whenever keyboard hides it, and we can use view insets bottom, we can get this view insets from media query dot op context. Okay, but what I can do here, it will give padding to that, whatever the keyboard size is, it gives that padding. I am doing that padding to the bottom because here padding is 16, all over padding is 16, but by copy it I am editing the bottom padding of it, but I need some additional 16 padding too, so that's why I am giving here 16. Okay, so here I want stadium border shape here with 2 buttons. Let me customize that button with button theme. I normally always use theming, so we can have a control of all UI at a single class. Here stadium border will be there. Yeah, done. So now let me create I have to create the item first, and what I can do here, I can convert it to consumer widget and widget rep, and here normal I can use model and rep dot. We don't need to watch here because there is no any loading or something. Normally you are not calling this notify listener, we will check that. Okay, let me create provider of it. Final write item view model. Normally whenever we create or write edit or write something, we use change notifier provider, but it is a local DB, we don't need change notifier because it will not take any time. It will be not async. We don't need to wait for to add or edit any item. But let's go with the flow. I have created provider of this item hue model with the name of write item hue model provider, and I am reading it with using widget rep. Okay, and I also create a form key here. We need to create that. What I will do, form key, we can use hook here. So what I will do, hook consumer widget and use rep as a in rep. I can use a form key, but I need to restart it because we have changed this widget. Yeah, now it is fine. Let me wrap this use with form key, form and form key dot value, because use rep, it is not a gives directly form key, it gives object rep of global key form key. Okay, so we can get that form key using dot value here. So whenever we rebuild it, it will not create a new form key here because it behave like singleton. It hold the initial instance, and whenever we close the bottom sheet, then it dispose it, and whenever we come back to the bottom sheet, then it will create new instance of global key here. Let me add initial value used when we edit the item. So let me item dot title, and on saved item dot model dot item dot title equal to value, but it will be nullable. Okay, and here we need to add some validators with like this is empty, then title cannot be empty. Okay, this is GitHub Copilot generating for me, and we can go with this now. Okay, and what it will do, first it will be not null first of all. Okay, and if it is empty, then it will return title cannot be empty. If it is not empty, then it will return null. This means it will not show any errors here. Okay guys, here what I can do, I can validate the form key if form key dot value dot current state. Let me check this, let me fix this code. Okay, it is created all the code for me, GitHub Copilot. It is fine, and I'm very thankful to that. It is saving my time. Current state dot validate, first it will validate. If both are not empty, then we can it will save form key dot value dot current state dot save. Then on saved, it will give the it will give those values to item. It will edit those. It is mutable, right? Item is mutable. It means we are editing, changing the values of item, title of properties of item. We are changing the title and description on the on saved. Now I need to create that item. To create, what I can do here, I will create one method with name of write, and I need a box here. So what I can do, I want to access that box instance. What I can do, first I can create the ref property, and it will be private. Okay, and what I can do, I have created the constructor of it, and I can pass this ref to the constructor. And now guys, I am waiting for your live chat here, so we can have a better conversation. Sorry. Yeah, let me do. Okay, let me restart because I have to create this instance again, and I think we don't need chain notepad provider now. We can go with normal provider too. Let me go with normal provider. In future we can go with chain notepad provider whenever we write something. So let me create this as a normal provider now. So I am restarting it. So okay, we don't need to go unnecessary with something common methods. For simplicity, I am going with provider again. It will be normal provider, and it will return singleton of write item hive model, and we are passing ref to it. Ref is from riverpod, and we can read and watch other instances directly using that ref. So I want to access the box of items. Here it is item box provider, and it is always already loaded at the hook page. I want that box to add that item into that. What I can do, async and final box, and here it is item box provider, and just let me import and await. What it will return, it will return box directly, because dot future here it is like function, but if it is already loaded, it gives directly. Okay, it will give directly box. It will not open again and again. So just as a safety, we are using this form, and we can do like this too, like we can get the box directly like this. Like if value, it can be nullable, but we can add null check because it already loaded at home page, and we can get box directly. But it is not a good way of writing code. What if at home page it is not loaded, and we can have a error in if there is a large code and it is not loaded at the home page or something initially. So for safety, we need to go like this. We can go like this. I'm waiting to load that box, but it is already loaded. It will give directly. So we can wrap this to try catch also. Let me wrap this code in try catch, and it will be future hide, because if there is a something error we can show that error in snack bar. Here what I can do, box dot add, this is a box of item, and I can add this item here just, and it is add await function. I think, I don't know why it is await. Let me check, guys. Okay, I'm using a realm package which is same like hive, but realm provides syncing. So when I was exploring realm is like we don't need to wait to add and remove items. Okay, it is fine, we can wait here. And here what you can do, yeah, there is nothing we can do, but we can refresh the items provider. Rep dot refresh items provider. It will refresh this, and this will not take any time because it is box already loaded and it is like normal list provider, but it will reload the values, return the updated list of it. Okay, that's why we are refreshing that items provider to get updated values, and we can ignore this. Okay, and if there is a something error, we can return as a future error. And here on write item sheet, what I can do, simple try catch. This is a common method we do. Here it will be write, and if there is a something error, what we can do, scaffold messenger context show, okay, snack bar, and content will be error. So what I will do, I'll create one. I am doing daily live stream on Flutter. Let's have a fun together. Save. Yeah, it is created, but I have to close this bottom sheet. So what I can do, navigator dot pop context, and I can ignore this. Let me fix all this. Here I missed this initial, okay, and on saved we are not saving the description, that's why error is here. And one thing, I have to make this disposable, okay, because we don't want it again with initial values. So whenever we open the bottom sheet, it will create new instance of write item view model, and when we go back to the home page, it will dispose that instance. Now what like we can do normally like this also, like final write item view model equal to write item view model, and directly we can do that But why we are using state management? Because once there is a something big application, there will be lot of few model providers, and we access that state in multiple widgets. That's why we normally use state management. Here there is a no any need that we can go with simple state also, but when there is a big application we use state management. That's why we are using unnecessary state management for this project, but as a learning we are using, we need to go like this. Okay, for future projects we will do some big projects also. We will explore Firebase, Apprite, and RealM also. Will create cool projects. That's why I started live streaming, and I am expecting chats here so I can interact with you. It is fine, it is my first live stream. Let me go again. Okay, let me restart it because I have changed the type of the provider. Yeah, whenever I create the new title and open it again, it gets disposed because this is now auto disposable provider. Now what I can do, let me move forward. I have to add the item. Hello, I am developer, join me. Save. Okay, this is working, but still it is waiting here. I think we have to go with change notepad provider because it is the future function. That's why let's consider it is there is a loading something. Okay, let me go with change notepad provider again. Change notepad, and this will be change notepad provider. And I have to refresh it again. And what I can do here, I boolean loading false, and I can encapsulate it. So what it will be, whenever we set the value, it will call the notepad listeners, means loading will be true here, and at the error loading will be false. But at the here we don't need any, like we can false it like this because it will not call the notepad listener, because we don't want the build of sheet bottom sheet again and again whenever it closing. We don't need that, so we can ignore this. Okay, so what I can do, let me, I think there is a something issue, guys. Okay, what is happening this guys, I couldn't understand. Let me fix. I think it will be fine now. No worry, I will cover all the things. Okay, I think I know where I stuck. I will cover. Okay, I think I am going good now. Yeah, we can continue. Sorry guys, we have a issue. We had a issue, now it is fixed. Stream was okay. We can continue now. I think we can go further. First I loaded the box rep.read item box provider.future. Okay, and then we added the item to the box, and it is a future function. We need to await for that. Then I refreshed the items provider. Here what I did, I also converted it to again extended with chain notifier provider and returned with chain notifier provider, and I converted to auto disposable because whenever we go to this sheet we don't want those initial values and something. Whenever we open the bottom sheet, it will create the instance of right item view model provider, and when we go back to the home page it will dispose again. Okay, so that's why we are using auto disposable. And here we are using rep.read item box provider.future. It work like future function, but it is already loaded at home page, so it will give box directly, so it will not take any time. But for safety we are going like that. Okay, so here what we can do, we have added item to the box, and now we need to refresh the items provider. And later what I did, my screen was stuck, so now what I did here, I have, it is a future function, right? So considering that we need a loading here, that's why I created one loading like this, boolean dot loading, and false, it will be initially false, and I encapsulated that field and just called a notify listener here, and I wrapped this method in try catch, and when there is a error I am stopping that loading. And initially I started the loading, and whenever we get an error I am stopping that loading. And here we don't need to stop the loading because we are stopping that bottom sheet and we are going back to the page. It will going to dispose. We don't want to rebuild again whenever we going back to the page, because it will, there is no any need of it. We don't want to rebuild it again because it will be it will create unnecessary building of it. Okay, so there will be smooth anime. Here it is a smooth back to the page. Now I am creating the items, item 1, description 1. So just save it. I think we have something issue there. Let me check. What is this happening? Let me refresh it, guys. I couldn't understand it. Now title 1, description 1, just save it. Okay, we have something issue. We need to get that what is it is. Okay, okay. We are not calling this notify listeners, right? What is happening like this? I couldn't understand. Let me wait. Okay, let me refresh it, guys. Let me check again. Whenever we adding the item, we are started the loading. Okay, let me check, guys. Print. Let me check. What is this happening? Let me check, guys. I have my own methods of finding the bug. At initially it is doing wrong something. What I can do, let me try with guys, watch. I don't know, it is happening first time for me. Yeah, it is added. I think there was a need of watch. Actually we don't need of that. I don't know why it is expected of watching. It is fine. Let's continue now. It should work, but I don't know why it happened, but we will check that again. Now what we can do here, if there is a loading, we can show loading to the center. But actually it will not take any time, so it will not visible to you all. Okay, so let's consider that if there is something we are doing CRUD on the remote database, so we need, there is a loading, so that's why consider it is something like that. So we are going the common approach to that. Hello, I am just do some. Okay, yes, we are adding and it refreshing the items provider, and it is giving the latest values of items. And let me now what we can do, we can delete, we have to delete these items and then we'll go to check how we can edit that item. Okay, so what we can do here, we need to create simple repositories. So when there is a remote database, I normally create repositories. And there is a single repository, that's why I created a simple repository. Okay, there is a one provider of it, so I can access singleton of it, and it will be not disposed anyway, and this will be, this will have some, we are giving the rep as a property and creating constructor of it. And what we can do here, we can access the instance of a box. Okay, so future void delete item, or here will be item, and we'll get that item as a property. Okay, for this function, and we are async and we are loading the box, but actually it not take any time because it has already loaded. It will just return the box. And what you can do here, we can delete that item. I think this will work, box.delete item.key. Okay, and we can refresh the items provider here. So just editing and writing, we created a write item view model, but for deleting we added this in repository because write is for only add and edit. So I normally use write item view model to add and edit. For what delete, I normally create a separate function in the another repository. We can create another function also like write item, but we can do that when there is a remote database. So for now it is simple, that's why we did directly here. So what I can do, let me add dismissible delete functionality here. So what I can do here, dismissible, okay, key, we need to provide unique key. So there is a something, I don't know, it is create, I think hive item object create unique key for that, right? Yeah, it is working, it is not crashing, means it is working, it has unique keys. Okay, so I think here we don't need the complete item. I think key is a dynamic, right? Let me go with key only, let me try it is work or not. So we will add the key on directly, we don't need to pass complete item here. And here dismiss direction, start ends to start, not start to end. On dismiss, item will be directly deleted. So delete item will be in our repository, delete item. Okay, this function is, we are calling this function, and it is a refresh provider because it will refresh whenever we delete that. We can use this refresh provider here too, like we can use call this on dismiss too, like we can refresh like this, but it is fine, we have access there, so that's why we are calling the items refresh, that items provider. Let me check that it will work. Let me create background to it, what I can do here. Yeah, GitHub Copilot created. So let me use this same which I normally do, container, but I give some padding to it. what it did, this is not what I normally do, but I do like this. Like what I do, guys, it is good, but what I do normally, I normally did like this before. Okay, what I did, let me remove this all. And row, and let me remove this, and here I am creating aspect ratio 1. At the center I am adding delete icon. Okay, let me refactor it. Format it. Okay, not refactoring. Okay, but as a material 3 I am not going to use these colors. I want to access the colors from theme. Let me copy this and simply I have to paste here. So I think this is a good practice of using themes. Okay, so we can have a control at a single class of complete colors on theme, shapes and all things. Okay, let me give scheme dot on error container. Error container will be here. So this is error container color. It is good, pretty much. Okay, what I can do here, scheme dot on error container. This is like pastel color and this looks much more good than that. So I go with normally this approach, and we can go like this also, like error, and here will be on error, but it is too much dark, so I don't want to go with this. So I like that, that's why I'm going with that. Okay, once it dismiss, so just we need to dismiss that. Okay, there is something error we need to fix. Let me disable these break exceptions. So what it is telling, that it is not deleting the dismiss widget. Okay, because we are passing item here, but we need to pass the key, but normally key is dynamic, that's why it is not showing the error here. But I think it gets deleted now. I am deleting it now. We can add a confirmation too, but we will add that confirmation in future videos, in future CRUD type functionalities. Okay, I am deleting these two. Now what I can do here, I have to edit this item. Okay, what I can do to edit, let me check. There is a unique key, right? Let me check this. What I will do, I will create one hide and init method here, and I just print the item dot key. Let me check what hive provide as a key. Initially we are not added any item, just it is simple item, but I want to check that is key exist or not. So we can use as a functionality. Normally when we create item or something which we add in remote database, there will be a unique ID, right? And we use that ID to check that we are adding or editing. So now there is no ID here, so that's why I want to go with key. That's why I'm checking. So what I can do here, model dot init, and let me check that. So it is null, right? It is null, but when on home page, let me print this. Let me print, guys. Here what we will do, I will return, change the method of writing, just okay. And what I will do, I will print those keys, item dot key, and I think, let me refresh it again. It is a integer type something, right? Let me add one more item. I am doing daily live streaming. Let's join. Okay, it is, let me refresh it again. It is created 1 and another is 4, means it is creating unique something. We don't know that. So it is fine, we can check that we are editing or adding. So what I can do here, I can create nullable item if we are editing. While we are editing, we pass the item to the right item sheet. When we are adding, we don't need to pass any initial item, because this is initial value and we are going to edit that here. Okay, this is my recently planned architecture. So initially, when 1 month back I did different approach, but I think this is also method we can do. What I can do here, I can item and if item dot key is null, then I just assign this dot item. I am going to change this item while initting, so it will call only in build. Okay, I'm calling this here, I'm passing this item, but I will check this. If this is not null, then I am going to init it. Item not equal to null, then I am going to init that item. So when we go first time, it is in build, but it will not assign again and again whenever something chain modifier calls, because first time it will, if there is an item not equal to null, means we are came here to edit that item, and it will init, call the init method. At first time it will give item to that, but once it give initialize that item, means change that item with whatever we are going to edit, so then it will be not, its key not will be null, right? It will be 4 or something, it will be 1 or 4 something, so it will not assign again and again. It is, we are calling in a build, but it will not init again and again. It will call init method, but it will not change the item again and again, because we are changing title and description here. That's why you don't want to change, we don't want to call this init method, we don't want to assign initial value to the item again and again whenever we rebuild happen something. So that's why we are checking here. Once if already initial value given to the item, so we will not going to assign it again. But here this will be like this. Sorry guys, I am going to assign this item to the main, this item. So this dot item means it is a main item, and this item is this. I am going to assign this item to the main item, and this is the we are calling here if we pass if we pass if we came on the create item to create to edit item, then only it going to call this init method. I think guys, you 1 minute guys, let me something, there is a issue. I think, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, let's start. What Okay, yeah, what we did here, we have created one init method and I am passing the item. Okay, I am changing that item because I want to edit this item, so I have to initialize it as again so we can change it. So I have created this item, this init method to initialize the item with initial value of it. So for that we are checking that it is not null, or like if there is a not null means we already assigned that initial value. Okay, that's why we are checking here, because this can call a multiple time. That's why we are checking that if there is already assigned, we don't need to assign again and again. And here if there is a initial value, then we are going to call this init method. It can call but multiple time, but it will not going to assign again and again to the initial value, because we are at the further, we are going to edit, right? It should not be changed again and again. You should not be come to initial values again and again. That's why there is a check here. Okay, now what I can do here, I have to check this if item not equal to null, this item not equal to null, then create edit, else create. Okay, so now it is create, but we don't want to go with this approach. I want to create one method here, because there will be lot of different refactored widgets forms will be there. So I want a separate method here with like this bool get boolean get is editing, yeah, is editing item dot key is not equal to null. Not equal to null means it is on editing. So I have to use this will be a better method for, because we are passing an item here, but there will be some more refactored widgets will be there whenever we do long form will be there. That's why we don't want to we don't have any access to this item. That's why we are going like this. Model dot is editing, yeah, edit as create item. So now here we are creating hello again, save. Now we are, let's try to edit these items. What we can do here, let me create one separate method to write. Okay, hide open write sheet. Okay, and here will be item, nullable item, like this. I'm going to use square box here, because if I pass like this, item initial item, we don't need any ASIC here, right? We don't need that. Okay, and what I can do, I can just pass it that. Okay, this is like position, but if I pass the item, it will be item, non nullable item. If there is, I don't pass anything, it will be null, right? No, I don't want to remove this. Let's let me call this here. Okay, open write sheet, and here what I can do, on tab open write sheet item, I'm just passing the item to edit it. Here whenever I come, it is not initializing it. So let me check, guys, why it is not working. It should work there. If item not equal to null, I am calling the init method. Let me check it is working or not. Yes, it is initializing. Let me check further why it is not. If null, then I am going to assign this value to that value. Let me check, is this working or not here. No, it is not working. It means key will be not null. Let me print here once. Okay, item dot key. Let me refresh it. I am getting some confused here. Let me do okay, let me do like this. Okay, it has 5 initially. Why it is 5? I think it has 1 2 5, right? It has 1 2 5, and when I calling this, and directly it is saying that okay, I want, oh okay, I was wrong here. I have to check this item, not this item. I have to check this item key. If it is null, this dot item means this item. I have to check that key of this item is null, then I need to assign to that. Yeah, I was wrong here. Now I am correct. Let me do, yeah, it is initialize again, and it is edit item now, and I don't need to add here again. So what I can do, if is editing, guys, we are using single quote to add and edit. Okay, is editing, then we need to put that, right, box dot put item dot key, and we are putting that updated item. We are using key of item. Okay, it has put method to edit that item here. So just we are putting that hello updated. Yeah, I am good, I am going well. Okay, I think I am going well. So here it is. Let's join again. Yeah, let's join again. Working. Yeah, it is working. So let me add one more item. I am Flutter developer. I am trying my best. Okay, just adding it. I did best. Okay, I am just editing the subtitle description of it. Yeah, we did, and we used single quote to add and edit the item. This is method which I normally follow. There will be some difference when we go with different databases like Firebase and AppRite or something, but this is a good simple method of using state management by, okay, when there is a big application or something and there is a big form, and we will have multiple widgets, and we can access this single provider at multiple widget. Okay, we can watch there. Okay, I think this is simple. We don't there is no need of this state management, but as a learning we wanted to explore it and just explored it. I think there are 4 guys, but I am seeing there are less chats here, because I am waiting for your chats to better conversion, to interact with you. I want to know as some topics for my future further streams. I know YouTube stream is like it is stream delay. Okay, it is 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute delay is there. That's why whenever I don't know why it is sometime screen stucks, but it is fine. What is plan, like I am planning daily live stream. I will come daily 2 hours to code in front of you. We will explore different functionalities together. We'll work on cool projects. Okay, we'll explore theming, we'll do some cool UI. Okay, and we'll explore riverpod state management in detail, in deep. Okay, and also we'll develop some cool projects. Okay, and this is my plan. I'm expecting I will be live daily 2 hours. I'm planning. And guys, share this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video to your existing Flutter groups. We can have a fun learning. I think we did 2 hours, and here it is. And I think we covered all, like we did well here. We created complete application, CRUD application using riverpod as a state management and hive as a local database. And I think we can end here, and I will wait for you. I think I will schedule the stream tomorrow also, and I'm expecting that lot of guys will be with me tomorrow. Okay, bye guys. I'm ending this stream, and I think it gone well. Okay, bye, good night.